Another map you see all the time in games is a spectral map. So let's look at spectral maps. Let's take the diffuse, right click on it and say export channel to PSD. Call this Rust and put it on my desktop. And I'll update it here. Now I could make a spectral channel within Mudbox, but to be honest with you, I can't really see too well in Mudbox, so I'll show you how to do this in Photoshop. First off, just make sure that the diffuse and the Rust copy is showing, and go Edit, Copy, Merge. Then go File, New, OK, Edit, Paste. These are always different. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I have to look at what properties need to be shining. In this case, I want this stuff right here to be shiny, but the red stuff I don't want to be shiny. Alright, well in this case, for me, I'm going to have to go to black and white. And I'll take elements of the red here and make them darker. This will leave elements like this stuff lighter. Okay, I'll hit OK to that. And then I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Exposure. Again, this will allow me to tweak out some of the brighter spots and darken some of the others. Just like that. So you can see a lot of this red stuff is now diffused. It's got a little bit of chuck parts on the very tip of these things. You could go in and try to blur those areas, but really it's not going to do you any good. I mean, it's going to be still nice looking. There's no real good way of destroying those little puck marks. But right here, these are going to be shiny. Alright, now let's go in and go Save As. I must say this is a PSD file on the desktop, and I'll call it spec. Now I'll make sure that there's no layers. Now a good way to do that is Control E, then double click, name this layer 1, and hit OK. Now I'll save as spec. Make sure layers is not on. Oh, and I have to save it as something else. Since I only have one layer, I guess that will be alright. Just have to name it something else. Alright, now I'm going to hit close to this, and I'm going to make a new channel. The new channel is going to be spectral, or specular, called spec. And then I can right click on it and say import channel from PSD file. Go to desktop, choose my new specular, hit open, and there it is. So now you can see that the rust is diffused and the steel is not. And with everything, if you don't like it, you could just turn it down a little bit. Again, slight is better than too broad. Get rid of any other thing that you can get rid of. So let's delete selected. Oops. Probably shouldn't have deleted that. Let's re-import that. So whatever you call that layer, Like in specular, if I called that layer spec, it would have been a lot better. Because now this is labeled poorly. This is the one I want to get rid of. This is the one I want to turn down. Much better. So that's how you make a specular channel from a diffuse between Mudbox and Photoshop. Let's go on to the next video.